Hi, everybody. As we are in the middle of Black History Month, I want to lift up one of my favorites, my favorite Black authors, and that is Howard Thurman. I confess I did not know a lot about him until I came to Colgate Rochester Crozier Divinity School. But he was a graduate here of one of our forerunners of the school, the foundational schools, Rochester Theological Seminary. Graduated in 1920s. I think it might have been 25 or 26. And as valedictorian of the class, there were just under 30 members in that class, as I recall. Howard Thurman, if you're not aware of him, an amazing, amazing guy. And I didn't realize until after we had started the Acts of Faith model of ministry, which is decentralized, organic acts of faith growing up in the community and ministering through those to bring about the oneness of creation. I didn't realize until after we had done that for about, I don't know, 6 years, 7 years, just how Thurman-esque that was. Evidently, I had been greatly influenced by him. I don't think I ever took a course on him. I probably read a few things about him when I was in seminary, but that was 30 years ago, 30 plus. And I didn't realize what an impact he had on me until later on I see that I'm implementing and forwarding ideas that he had initiated and brought to people's lives. So I wanted to read something of Thurman's today because I think it's very timely for what many of us are feeling right now in 2022. He is a mystic. He was a mystic in his day, a significant Christian mystic, kind of a forefather to Dr. King's nonviolent civil rights movement, and his writings are very powerful. They're kind of transformative for me and I think for others. And so what I'm reading today is called Life Goes On, and it is part of, let me get this right, it's excerpted from Meditations of the Heart, which was published in 1981 by Beacon Press. If you're looking for that, Meditations of the Heart, you can find Howard Thurman's writings on every major bookseller's inventory, So think about this. Young guy writing this, applying it as we might apply it to us today. During these turbulent times, we must remind ourselves repeatedly that life goes on. This we are apt to forget. The wisdom of life transcends our wisdoms. The purpose of life outlasts our purposes. The mass attack of disillusion and despair, distilled out of the collapse of hope, has so invaded our thoughts that what we know to be true and valid seems unreal and ephemeral. There seems to be little energy left for aught but futility. This is the great deception. By it, whole peoples have gone down to oblivion without the will to affirm the great and permanent strength of the clean and the commonplace. Let us not be deceived. It is just as important as ever to attend to the little graces by which the dignity of our lives is maintained and sustained. Birds still sing. The stars combine to cast their gentle gleam over the desolation of the battlefields, and the heart is still inspired by the kind word and the gracious deed. There is no need to fear evil. There is every need to understand what it does, how it operates in the world, what it draws upon to sustain itself. We must not shrink from the knowledge of the evilness of evil. Over and over, we must know that the real target of evil is not destruction of the body, the reduction to rubble of cities. The real target of evil is to corrupt the spirit of man and to give his soul the contagion of inner disintegration. When this happens, there's nothing left. The very citadel of man is captured and laid waste. Therefore, the evil in the world around us must not be allowed to move from without to within. This would be to overcome by evil. Yes, this would be to be overcome by evil. To drink in the beauty that is within reach. To clothe one's life with simple deeds of kindness. To keep alive a sensitiveness to the movement of the Spirit of God in the quietness of the human heart and the workings of the human mind. This is always the ultimate answer to the great deception. Wow. Huh? Pretty cool. Howard Thurman. How much poorer we would all be without his life and writings. In real time, this is a Friday. I invite you to support this ministry in whatever way you can. Every Friday I say this. If it's with prayer, we thank you for that. If it's with a monetary gift, we thank you for that too. If it's by telling others about us so that maybe we can touch their lives or the Spirit can touch their lives through us, we're very grateful and humbled. Whatever way it is, we hope that you will consider supporting this ministry. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for joining me for this prayerful pause with the pastor, a time to think of something greater than ourselves, and in this case, to be lifting up our brother Howard Thurman. I'm Pastor Deb Swift of South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York. And until next time, I invite you to take care, to know that God is blessing you and walking with you, to take these words from Thurman to heart, and bye for now.